monsters abound here. Basically just 3 cats standing on each other's head wearing a trench coat. Welcome back to Total Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and Part 7 of my Lokhir Fellheart Campaign. Last time, Balsalt's lost his Black Ark, the total buffoon. Still, he's been soundly whipped for his carelessness, and he won't be making that mistake twice, especially if he wants to retain his remaining testicle. So, I believe...
What is your dark purpose?
Well... Good question. I believe that SpongeBob SquarePants can hold on to the Magic Star's Tower. That's what we're going to do. And I think what Lokhir... Yeah, that's what Lokhir is going to do. But also what he's going to do is maybe see if there's anything out here that we can scoop up, basically. Because I want some more income. But why do I want more income? I don't really... I should... Do I need more income? That's the question. I kind of want Tekalis to sort of sort this out. Because if Tekalis can beat up Skrulk, then I won't have to deal with his horrible, gooey corruption. But he's sticky. He's very sticky. He's a little mole man, and he's very and whenever he sits down, the chairs. We have to burn everything. Whenever he comes round for tea, we just set the house on fire afterwards because it's just not worth it. Just burn the place down, rebuild it. It's the only option, really. He's very sticky. So, to be honest, if Tekalis could deal with the stickiness, I'd be fine with that.
Sacrifices to Mathlan.
Exactly. That's what we'll call it. So, I kind of don't want to pick on Tekalis because I would like him to go and deal with Skrulk, which means... The other option is I take Blood Swamp. But if I take Blood Swamp, then I've got all that vampires there. They're biting everyone. Everyone's unhappy about it. Oh my god, can I be bothered with that? No, of course not. It's worse than bloody Twilight there. It's Twilight and Pirates of the Caribbean mixed together in an unholy alliance. Just the... Exactly. See, Lokhir don't want it either. So I think what we might do is just maybe go on a little voyage. Maybe go up to Pox Marsh, just see what things are like there. Just maybe raise that, just for fun. Just for funsies. Build up some nice little... Build up some money. And build up Magic Star's Tower. Of course, I've decided to name all my settlements after sweets. Of course, you know, Milky Way Magic Star's other star-shaped chocolates aren't available as far as I'm aware. Those are the only ones. And then we've got Fuming Gummy Worm, because that's also... It's not a chocolate, but it's a sweet, isn't it? Gummy worms, you know, those things. I like the sour ones, personally, but that's just me. I'm just a little bit sour. Okay, good. Tekalis is doing the stuff. That's what we want. Good job, Tekalis. That's what we wanted from you. We wanted you. Oh, my trade agreement has been dissolved. Well, I mean, I'm okay with that. Once Tekalis has got the corruption there down, we could go and take Chopper Chops back and my gold mine. That'd be nice. And then we've got Magic Star's Tower. I mean, that is currently actually under control. And for once, we've actually got... We might actually have positive... Hello, peace treaty. And you want to pay us? Yeah, all right. Not too bothered with that. I'll happily take your cash. What I would like to do is get SpongeBob SquarePants a nice full army. And then she can start doing her stuff. Oh. Right, yes, because I installed the mod that gives me the quest. Yes, good. So the Red Blades. Right, this looks balked, doesn't it? Lokhir's famed dual swords, the Red Blades, have slain many foes for the Corsair King. However, the power imbued within them is drawn from the Indian god Gilgaresh's statue. Oh, Indan? Indan god. Who? The only way to restore the blazes their former state is to regularly gorge them with blood, but not just any blood, for only the blood of the most anguished victims will sate them. For Lokhir, Karankara is the obvious target for conquest for these ends. Also known as the Slaver's Gate, it's home to many slaves living the final minutes, hours or days of their pitiful lives as miserable drudges. The readily available blood of these thralls, trodden through sacrifice, shall be more than enough to slake the Red Blade's thirst once again. Okay, good. So we need to take Karankar. We're going to get the Red Blades, which is his unique weapon, so melee defense, melee attack, weapon strength, enables sundering attacks, income from sack. Oh, nice. Like that. I was hoping... I had a mod installed, and I was hoping that we would get the quest battle for... I should probably check that beforehand. Never mind. So, yeah, did I not? Maybe I didn't select it. Okay, well, we'll check that. We'll check that. Anyway, we're going to... I'm going to leave Tekalis to do his thing. I'm going to head over here and grab this. Beep, beep. Off we go. Full steam ahead. Number 1. Let's get a Dark Palisade. Let's get a Dark Elf Harbour, because that's going to come in... It's going to be bringing money. And... Can we...
Aboard the Tower of Blessed Dread.
Yes, we can. How far is that? If I do that, can we see how far? I guess it's different because you're not actually a Black Ark. You're a... The problem is we don't have any recruitment buildings, so we can't... Yeah, we can't recruit anyone. Does that mean we replenish, though? No.
I agree.
Okay, well...
Mother of the Dark Convent.
That's okay. We could use a recruitment building here, but Bath Salts will be back fairly soon. How soon? That's the question. 2 turns. I mean, that's not too bad. We can leave him for 2 turns. Star Tower will be fine. Public order is actually okay. Military presence, military crackdown is 7, so we will actually start losing public order. But mind you, our slaves are dying anyway, so eventually there won't be enough of them to be cranky. Yeah. I could get the Shades building. Shades are good. I do like Shades. Shades are fun. And expensive, though. That is the problem. That is the problem. I mean, the other thing is we could get the exotic animal tamer, because that would actually reduce upkeep for certain units, which is never bad. Also gives us resources, income, all that kind of good stuff. Or the other option is we go growth. I mean, 40 growth is... It's alright. Also give us cash... Yeah, alright, let's go with that, because I feel like growth is probably the most useful thing to get. It's not the sexiest thing, is it? It's not like... It's not great, but it'll do. Right, I'm hoping Tekalis will go and deal with Skrog for me and sort that problem out. And then I can take his stupid city from him. That's the plan, anyway. You all know that plans never survive first contact with the enemy or more than one episode with me, because I usually forget what the plan was to start off with. Or I realise the plan was stupid to begin with. Basically, I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea. Did the vampires get the blood swamp? I think they killed themselves in the blood swamp. Well, you know, it's fine. Come over here, grab this. What is it? Beasts from the deep. The remains of a large sea beast are spotted floating in some nearby backwaters. The unidentified creature has been inexplicably ripped to pieces by an explosive force, its belly torn open and exposed. This mysterious find could prove bountiful, for who knows what devoured treasures might reside within its guts. An unidentified ship has also been spotted nearby. Rival scavengers. Whoever they are, you are not the only one to share salvage. Let's loot the carcass. Yeah, should be alright.
There is no mercy.
Yeah, spice the main brace. What is the main brace? I don't know, but the Zombies, Zombie pirates they're very enthusiastic about splicing it. Super enthusiastic. You can see the lights their little eyes just light up, don't they? So we're dealing with their mortars, because fuck mortars. Now we have been hitting it with bombardment abilities, but apparently mortars are made of sterner stuff than the bolt throwers, because these things just do not explode. However, when Greg turns up, things do tend to sort of explode. The Doomfire Warlocks hiding in the forest. They're taking a little bit of mortar fire. They're okay. They're going to head out. The Zombies are now marching towards our line, which is over in this corner over here. Reaper Bolt Throwers opening fire. And doing a lot of damage. Obviously the main problem here is the Depth Guard. The Depth Guard are really the unit to kill. And you know what, I think we're doing okay. He's picking himself up. Of course, as soon as they're in range, they will get hit by the crossbows as well. Now, having dealt with the mortars, the Doomfire Warlocks and Greg are just waiting for their time to shine. Okay there, guys. Having a lovely old time. There we go. Moving up. Now, of course, the problem with facing a missile-heavy army is they do tend to do a lot of damage. And despite the fact that I'm in Lustria and I would expect to fight lizardmen, I've fought nothing but quite heavy missile-orientated armies, which is a bit of a pain. Okay, Greg has jumped the enemy fleet admiral. There we go, very nice. The Depth Guard charging in. Well, they were. Oof. Yeah, or not. Doomfire Warlocks have charged the Pirate Gunnery mob. As you can see, doing lots of damage there. Good stuff, guys. That's it. Blat them with the purple shit. Don't know what that is, but good stuff. That's it. Lots of purple shit. Good stuff. Need to be careful of these zombie pilot deck hands. We're going to try and get away from these guys. Obviously, we don't want to fight anti-large units. And there's that fleet admiral with the pistol. Going to get some Doom Bolts in here from the Doomfire Warlocks. It's going to do a lot of damage. Kill a lot of them, and the rest of the enemy army is melting away as we target them with the crossbows and bolt throwers. Vampire Fleet Admiral is running out of friends. That's sad. That's sad when that happens. How's my Warlocks doing? They've taken a lot of damage, as is tradition. And Lokhir has arrived to deal with the Fleet Admiral. Assuming she survives that long. I feel like my units are very squishy. I'm not looking after Doomfire Warlocks, am I? But you know what? You get lots of replenishment anyway, so who cares? Ooh, the Raven Heralds. They are good. And we got Beast from the Deeps. The rival scavengers you spotted turned out to be freebooting horde of undead pirates. As you approached the putrid remains, they turned their guns and cannons on you. After dispatching them in the ensuing sea battle, you looted the galleon's coffers, which had recently been filled with trinkets and valuables extracted from the dead beast's belly. 8,000 monies.
Lokhir Fellheart.
That's nice. I might get rid of these guys. Just keep 2 hand bows, maybe. Well, I won't do that just yet.
Fellheart ready.
I won't do that just yet, but look here. I'm going to give... I mean, the charge bonus on weapon strength is nice, but not super important. But the black art growth and income from ports is very nice. So I think we're going to get that. Showing his hand from the off that there might be no confusion amongst his crews, Fellheart had his father's officers sacrificed to Mathan. I mean, that's fair enough. You've got to make your stamp, haven't you? You can't come in all wishy-washy. You need to get in there. You need to make sure they know who's boss by murdering them. Fair play.
Victory as always.
Fair play. Could I recruit these guys? You cannot recruit units. Let's see if we can. Yeah, we can. Okay. Okay, these guys are great because they're flying missile infantry. Well, flying missile cavalry. Which means they can get right behind the enemy. They are very fragile, though. A few volleys, and they don't have much armour, and they're big targets. A few volleys of enemy fire, and they are dead. So they have to be very, very cautious with how you use them. But they are super strong. Super duper strong. Let's look at the Dark Elf residences. That the Dark Elf nobles live in luxury is not inequality. They have earned the right through being the strongest. So 2 turns all round there. And Bath Salts is ready next turn. Oh, we could upgrade this. Or could we get... Yes, we could get the Sorceress's Cabin. Which I'm going to do. Because having magical support is so useful. You can't go wrong with it. I'll chuck out like a Corsair or something and get a Sorceress.
You are about to experience the hospitality of Karand Kar.
Please sit down. Here's a cup of tea. You want a trade agreement? Sure. Sure, I can get behind that. Now, what I'm tempted to do is go and sack the settlement that is the the Luther's rebels. Those guys. If I can go and sack that settlement, I bet it's worth quite a bit. The only problem is, of course, they're filled with guns, and I don't have shields. When I was playing the Vampirates, fighting an All-Corsair force would have been my dream. Can you imagine the carnage? You cut them all down before they got anywhere near you.
Most loyal ally, the sea.
Ah, Bath Salt's back. Lokhir's got sea legs. SpongeBob SquarePants, apparently, has recruited a sorceress. When a slave steps on your foot, how should you respond? With incandescent rage, perhaps, consuming them and several others in a consecrating conflagration? This young Dark One did just that to your resounding approval and is now available for use. Ah.
My dark heart is yours.
Ganache, you're tough. I mean, sure. Sure. But, can we recruit? We already got one. I feel like... Who can we get? I do like dark magic. Cunning. I mean, fire's nice as well. Knowledgeable is quite good.
The Lord of the Deeps is close.
Close to what?
Unleash me.
Yes. Or in some ways, maybe just get rid of you, because you're not actually what I want. So, we're going to get Velivith?
Servant of Hecate.
Yes. Hello.
You bore me.
Wow. So, feisty young lady. Okay, that's fine. We get rid of that one. Got some building going on there. So, do we want to go for the Pox Marsh? I feel like we do.
Very well.
I feel like we do. So, how much would we get for burning it to the ground? About 4.5k, which I feel like is worth it. Now, the only problem is, if we sack it, we could If I get right to the edge there, we should be able to jump out, sack it, jump back into the sea, and then Scarpa.
Sorceress of
And Velivith can probably Velivith can join us later. At the moment, she's just hanging out over there. That's all fine. Sorry. I know you liked the way that the Ganesh incinerated that slave, but I mean, she's tough. I'll have to give her that. But you just don't need a sorceress that can pin some up against the wall, do you? You need someone who's got a bit more going on upstairs, you know? I prefer the book-smart sorceress rather than the one that just spends all her time in the gym. Although, obviously, it's very important to look good as a Dark Elf. Because you don't wear much. You can't hide it. it's very difficult to hide, you know, those little bit of, you know, it's been Christmas. We've all put on a little bit of weight. That's fair. But you know, when you're literally just wearing what equates to a clothes, I mean, probably the amount of metal that would go into a clothes hanger, you need to be your best. Hello, you want a peace treaty and you're willing to pay me money. Alright. Not that bothered. I've got other stuff to do. Plus I need to make sure that my settlement isn't going to rebel. And all those slaves, I'm going to try and burn my place down. Oh, SpongeBob.
All-powerful sorceress.
I need to get an assassin and put him in your army. You're all over the place, you are. Okay, let's declare war. Yes. Sure, Clan Pestilence will join him. Yeah, may as well fight it. Otherwise, we'll probably lose more units than we would have otherwise.
The tower calls.
Big boys need love too. But also, lots of bolts. Now, I don't quite understand why my bolt throws are firing at this guy. I probably should have been checking. I do love the flag. It's sort of hypnotic. It just keeps drawing my eye. Anyway, the point is that the bloated corpse is taking... I mean, why I'm shooting at this guy? I don't quite... That was a mistake. Anyway, the Doomfire Warlocks are currently hidden in the forest, and apparently you can cast Doom Bolts on units without being spotted. So they're just hidden in there, waiting for these guys to pass, because obviously they've got guns. Handguns. Problematic. Lokhir is currently trying to chase down the bloated corpse, because the bloated corpses, of course, run up. They're suicide bombers. They run up and explode and do a lot of damage to infantry units. However, they're not so good against larger units. So Lokhir is going to run up for a hug. He's going to sacrifice himself because it's not going to do an awful lot of damage. However, the big old boy, he's taking a lot of damage now. I think he's going to start... Do they crumble? I guess they do. Yep. He just pops. Once you pop, you can't stop the Doomfire Warlocks coming out of the forest now. There's the Gunnery Wight taking a lot of crossbow bolts. They're going to charge up to... The nice thing about these guys, they can't fire... They can't arc. So they need to get to the top of the hill to actually fire on us, which they're going to struggle with. So, Doomfire Warlocks charging out of the forest. There's going to be some Black Arc bombardment. As these guys come over the top, they get shot. It's great. It's brilliant. Lokhir managed to deal with the other bloated corpse. And although these guys are now at the top of the hill, they're also going to get a lot of crossbow bolts to the face. And the entire army has been completely wiped out, including the Gunnery Wights. Down he goes. That was more that's more what I want. That's that type of battle. 6 losses. That's more like it. Let's sack it. We've got a Hail Slave, apparently, from the Poxmarsh. Don't know what he was doing there, but...
Lokhir Fellheart.
Can we get back to sea now?
Show me the compass.
Thank you. Right, and we're off. And Velavith.
I command.
Oh, we've only got 5 Black Arc Corsairs. I feel like 5 is probably the minimum we want. Plus 2 Black Arc... Oh, I could get rid of one of the Dark Shards. Maybe I'll get rid of one of the Beaver Bolt Throwers. Yeah, okay, let's get rid of one of the Reaper Bolt Throwers. And Velavith, we'll have to think up a good name for you, but you can pop in there. Oh, we've got a Sacrifice to Hecate. What does that do? Experience gain 50% for sorceresses, plus 200 per turn for sorceresses, Winter Magic plus 30. Okay, that's pretty good. Maybe I should do this one. It's only 100 slaves. More public order. Let's do this one. Those sacrificed to the Lady of Desire go willingly to their death. Such appeasement enthralls the masses. That's better. Right, public order here should... there we go, public order's pretty good. And hopefully SpongeBob will, you know, feel a bit more predisposed. Where's bath salts? There you are. Okay, do you have all your stuff? You do! Ah, fab!
Well,
So if we put you in that, you should then be able to recruit some more units, like... okay, let's get...
behold true power.
let's do something like that. It's not a great army, but it's something. We could go to the Estates of the Masters. That is more growth. It's only 10 more growth. Let's do it. May as well, because I mean, you know, the more growth we have, the better, right? So 104, we're gonna have 157 a turn. Need 750 for growth. Terms until surplus is 4. We've got 2 current surplus, and we need 4 to get the large occupied elven colony. Fine, because at that point we can then get the slave market. That will reduce the public order penalty from having slaves by 30%. That's very useful, and we can get the arena as well. And that's, yeah. So at that point we should then have a stable region for public order. Fingers crossed. Was that a thing? We should go and get the thing. We've also cheered Lothir up by beating up his... for some reason, he doesn't seem to be very good at beating his little rebellion. They seem to be around for quite a while, unless the player does something about them. Still, the fact that we've sacked his settlement should maybe help Lothir do his thing. Mind you, is he taking this province over here? Yeah, he has. A northern great jungle. I mean, personally, I'll probably secure my home region first, but whatever you want. Okay, we've got reworked crossbows. That's more range and ammunition for our Dark Shards, Black Ark Corsairs, Shades, and Dark Riders and ammunition for the same. They want us... oh, we failed that one. Well, yeah, I don't really want the Blood Swamps, thanks. It's a bit shit. What the fuck's this? Underwater trees. A mysterious island. It is pretty mysterious because it's not actually an island. Or it's an island at height... oh, hello. Oh, there's stuff. Let's go and get stuff.
Of course.
Let's go and get stuff. Wait, is Teclis doing anything? Nope, nope, he's fine. He's hanging out. He's just chilling. In that case, let's go and get some more stuff. Oh, hello.
The cursed deeps shall be your watery grave.
Right, but what about a non-aggression pact?
Nothing shall stop you.
There we go. I mean, I quite like Trek. I mean, to be honest, if we can get friendly with the vampirates, then the seas will be ours. We can share for the moment. Missile damage for Reaper Bolt throwers, ammunition, and reload time reduction. Hit and run, weapon strength, speed, and reload time reduction for Shades and Dark Riders. That's quite nice. Speed for our cavalry. That's quite nice, but we don't... I mean, well, we don't have a gold mine at the moment. Income from slave pens and slave markets. That's quite nice. We don't have any Sisters of Slaughter. I think we're going to go with hit and run. To strike like lightning and then melt away. That is the way of the irregular warrior. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, so we're currently just... well, we've met Noctilus.
Landfolk are weak.
Yeah. It's a shame that we don't like whatever this is. Do we know what it is? Is it just sea? Just ocean. You think the Blessed Dread would be okay with ocean, wouldn't you? But apparently we don't like it, so I probably... Is it worth taking that? Probably not, to be honest. Probably not. We might just be friends with Noctilus. That might be easier. Be friends with Noctilus, and we could use that as a base to replenish, maybe to raid Ulthwaln then. It's quite far away from where we are, but that'd probably be alright. But we do need to win the campaign, kill Teclis. We also need to kill Clan Pestilence and also kill Lothir. I believe that's the objectives. Yep. Vampire Coast, Order of Lawmasters, Clan Pestilence. Yes. Maintain 12 provinces, control 8 of these things, ensure 2 of the following buildings, capture 10,000. I mean, considering we've captured almost 4,000 already, that's going to be no problem. Maintain 3 Black Arcs, that's no issue. And maintain 20 units of the following. Yep, that's not going to be a problem. So that's what we're aiming towards. We're going to get Lokhir to go and scoop up some bits at sea, do something like that while we build up the volcanic. Good. Let's get Poirot on it then. He's pretty good at sorting out murders, I think. I've heard. He's Belgian. So while we build up the volcanic islands, get that growth going, get some more buildings, all that kind of good stuff, and then we can, once Teclis has finished off Clan Pestilence, which I hope he's going to do, and remove that Skaven corruption, then we can go and retake our old home and use that as a base to then strike into Lustria further, while keeping Lothir fairly happy. Because he can keep some of the heat off us, hopefully. Fingers crossed. So that's where we're going to leave it. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Lokhir Fellheart.